Have you ever thought about the power a single letter can hold? In eras gone by, letters were more than just pieces of paper. They were lifelines, the only way to communicate across vast distances. They carried the weight of emotions, the urgency of news, and the gravity of decisions that could pivot the course of lives. Each letter was a tangible piece of someone's thoughts and feelings, lovingly crafted with an intimacy that is hard to replicate in our digital age. The strokes of the pen, the scent of the paper, even the smudges and imperfections, all contributed to a deeply personal and unique experience. Letters held in them the power to bring joy, sorrow, hope, and change. They could whisper sweet nothings, shout declarations of war, or quietly alter the course of an individual's life. In our story today, we explore the journey of one such letter, lost in time, only to resurface with a powerful message. Our tale begins with the discovery of an old unopened letter, hidden away in the attic of an old house. Imagine, if you will, a home that has stood the test of time, with an attic filled with dusty artifacts from a bygone era. Among the forgotten relics, a house cleaner stumbles upon a worn envelope. Its edges frayed, the ink faded but still legible. The envelope bears no stamp, no postmark, only a name written in a delicate script that speaks of tenderness and care. The house cleaner, intrigued by this discovery, can't resist the temptation to unravel the mystery held within the envelope. As they carefully open the letter, they find themselves stepping into a time capsule, a portal to a world long past, yet still powerfully resonant. The letter, you see, was written decades ago by a young man, his heart brimming with love and hope. His words flow across the page, a torrent of emotion as he pours out his feelings for his beloved. He writes of his love, his dreams, his fears. He asks her to wait for him as he embarks on a journey fraught with danger and uncertainty. For he is going off to war. His words are poignant and heartfelt, each sentence a testament to his unwavering love and devotion. You can almost hear his voice trembling with emotion as he bids her farewell, promising to return to her side. The letter is a snapshot of a moment frozen in time, a declaration of love that was meant to reach its destination but somehow got lost along the way. The cleaner, their heart touched by the raw emotion in the letter, feels a deep sense of responsibility. They realize that this letter, this declaration of love, was never delivered. The thought of this message, filled with hope and longing, lost and forgotten for so many years, stirs something within them. The cleaner, moved by the contents of the letter, felt a deep desire to deliver this long-lost message. The journey to find the letter's intended recipient had just begun, and so the journey to find the letter's intended recipient began. Our unsung hero, the cleaner, embarked on a mission, fueled by the potent power of the letter's message. Tracing the recipient was no easy task. The letter, aged and weathered, offered little clue, yet the cleaner was undeterred. The journey led him through bustling cities and quiet towns, each place a new chapter in this quest. He met people, faces etched with lines of joy, sorrow, and life. Each person had a story to tell, each story a piece of the puzzle. The cleaner listened, he learned, and he continued. The hurdles were many, but the cleaner's resolve was unwavering. The letter had stirred something within him, a deep-seated emotion that drove him forward. This was not just about returning a lost item, it had become a journey of connection, of understanding the power that words held. Finally, after months of searching, the cleaner found the recipient, an old woman living alone in a small town. The moment had come. The lost letter was finally home. A wave of emotions washed over her. The parchment, worn and weathered, held the essence of a love she thought was unrequited. Her fingers trembled as she unfolded the paper. The ink faded, but the words still potent. A message from the man she had loved deeply, who had been swallowed by the ruthless claws of war, never to return. His words, filled with passion and longing, echoed in her heart. She was his beacon, his reason to fight, his undying love. The tears welled in her eyes. The ache of his loss was still fresh, but now it was accompanied by a sense of peace. He had loved her till his last breath. The letter, lost in the folds of time, had finally found its way home. The power of the letter, lost and found, had changed another life, bridging the gap between a forgotten past and the present. The journey of the lost letter comes to an end, but the impact it made remains. This tale, steeped in drama and emotion, underscores the power of a single letter, a simple form of communication that transformed lives. It reminds us of the profound effect our words can have, even when they're written on a mere piece of paper. In the grand scheme of things, it was just a piece of paper. But for the ones it touched, it held a universe of emotions, memories, and closure.